Since your term paper is due this week for Turnitin for psychology, I thought I would go over some last minute details just to remind you. So on the 19th, your actual term paper is due to be turned into Turnitin. And so what I need you to do is make sure that the similarity or originality report that you get back from Turnitin is 25% or less. That means that only about a quarter of your paper is taken directly from another source. If it's more than 25%, I need you to adjust it and then resubmit it. So how do I adjust it? How do I find out which parts I have plagiarized or taken from another source? Simply click on the similarity or originality report, and it will show you in highlighted areas the parts that you need to correct, and then make sure that you cite your sources. The next thing you're going to do is submit that up until the 22nd, until it is less than 25%. On the 22nd, your final paper is due to that second part in there where it says submit to Moodle, and that's your final submission. Okay, and let me just go over some few reminders as you think about your term paper. Hopefully it's already written. You just have to make your final edits to it. First of all, with the introduction, please make sure that it's short and attention-getting. It is not a summary of the entire paper, nor should it really include any definitions of the terms that you're doing. That really should be starting in the second paragraph. The first paragraph really is just a few sentences to help grab the reader's attention and show them why they should spend their time reading your paper. The second one is about thinking about the flow of your paper. In other words, should you use an outline, and is it evident to the reader that there is an obvious flow to the paper, not just from start to finish, but within each paragraph? Is the content of the paragraph linked to the very first sentence of the paragraph so that we're going in the same direction within each paragraph? Please make sure someone else proofreads it. They can really help you with that flow. The other thing to keep in mind is the clarity. Please make sure there's no spelling errors. If you're using Word, it'll underline it. If there's a spelling error, please make sure that you fix it. Even grammatical errors would be underlined. Make sure that you fix those. Second, don't forget our proofreader can help with that. Academic Support Center is a great place to do that. Turnaround time might be a little bit difficult right now because you're kind of on the final leg of this journey. Please make sure, as far as clarity, that you also only use third person. That means your entire paper should be written about about he, she, they. There should not be any yous, I's, the word you, the word I, we, throughout the entire paper. So you might even do a search for that and make sure you didn't accidentally have that in there. The content, this is really, really important. It's a common downfall. There should not be opinion in this paper. It really is about the research that you have done and then citing those sources. So make sure that you're using the research that you found. Then the next thing to keep in mind is your conclusion. Your conclusion should not be a summary of the entire paper. Rather, it should be about future directions and implications of the study that you have conducted and the research that you have found. Is there a different direction that you think the research should go in based on this information, for example? The next thing to think about are citations. You should have both in-text citations and a final reference page. In-text citations will be found throughout your entire paper. I should see them as I scan down through the paper. Those are in parentheses with an author and then the date of the work that you used. Anytime that you use someone else's information, you need to put an in-text citation in. Usually, I'll see about a paragraph or about 3 or 4 sentences, and then I'll see an in-text citation. And then maybe you'll change and use information from somewhere else, and then I'll see another in-text citation. Make sure you use those. And then, of course, you need your final reference page. Make sure that is APA citation format as well. And what that means, for example, is that the second and third line should be indented, but the first line should not. Also, there's an order to which all that should go, and I have given you several links to APA citation format. Once again, all these things are little things just to look over your paper and make sure you have them, and look over that handout that I submitted to you with the expectations for the term paper, and we should be good to go. I'm super excited to read these papers. You guys have sent me your ideas, and I'm very excited about reading about them. So good luck. You're on the home stretch. Thanks.